friends, it's Kelly. Thanks so much for coming by. We're making card 7 of my Memorydex project. I'm just going to go through the pieces that are in the cut file. There's the card base that you just saw that I covered with a pattern paper. There's a basket that I've cut out of cardstock, and the basket liner, the handle to the basket. All the pieces that I stitched, I cut an extra piece of white cardstock to tape in behind to accommodate my stitching. And there's a bathing suit and a beach ball that you will tuck into the basket. And a few accessories to finish your card. And so we're going to start by closing the basket, and there's 2 wings on the side that you add tape to, just like you would a gift bag, and tape those on the side. Now the sides of the basket don't come all the way to the top of the basket, and that's to accommodate the swimsuit inside the basket. I wanted to place it on a tilt in a direction so it wasn't standing up straight in the basket, and having the sides just a wee bit shorter allowed me to do that. And you'll see that coming up. I have a freeze frame later on when I'm adding the swimsuit. So I'm using double-sided sticky tape, and I get that at scrapbook.com. You might know it as Suquang. There's lots of different names for it. It comes in different sizes at scrapbook.com, so I really love that. So you'll cut this piece from the cut file out of your favorite pattern paper. I used Hey Hello and some other pebbles and crepe paper for my project, and just adding double-sided tape to the handle and the basket front and adhering them directly to the basket, so I didn't pop those 2 items up. The top of the basket is lined up with the card background, and I'm pointing here. You can see the sides of the basket don't come all the way to the top, and that's to allow for the swimsuit to be laid on a bit of an angle. I cut out a hooray hooray from my pattern paper. I'm sure you have lots of titles or phrases that you'll find in your stash, because that's what this project's all about, is just using up your stash. So I did add double-sided foam tape to the swimsuit, and you'll see here in a second I added it a little bit too high up, so I'm just going to trim that off and add it to the top of the swimsuit so it's popped up inside the beach basket. And you'll decide how you want to place it, but I wanted the neck of the swimsuit and the tie to show from the top. And I marked the beach ball so I didn't do the same thing twice, so I just put the tape in the correct place, and I can put it inside the basket without it showing from the back. And you might consider doing that as well. The word beach is spelt with a Puffy alpha that I have from Pinkfresh Studio, and I will leave a link in the description box. Now I cut a couple of little flowers from my basket paper, and in case you want to add flowers too, I've included a couple little flowers in the cut file, or maybe you'll cut them out of your basket paper as well. Whatever you decide to use, there's 2 choices there. And I wanted to add a little bit of more texture to my card and decided I was going to glitter the sunglasses. I cut out 3 sunglasses, glued them all together to give them a little more depth and make them more like an ephemera piece. So I just pop it in my basket and spray, with glue and sprinkle my glitter on there. And now you have pretty glittered beachy sunglasses to add to your card. Just a little more texture, a little more interest. So there's more detail on making this soda bottle at my website. The link's in the description box. I apologize, my camera stopped recording and I didn't realize until I was at this part here. But I cut 2 pieces out of acrylic or acetate and colored one of them, the top one, with some archival ink in a lemony color. So I sandwiched the straw in between the two pieces of acrylic. I made mine pink and yellow. And I glued on some Puffy Sticker Alphas from Pinkfresh Studio with just a little dab of glossy accents. And I popped that in place with a little bit of foam tape to lift it off the card. I thought I'd use another sticker, a little coffee cup, but it looked a little bit too busy. So I touched up the top of my soda pop with a little more archival ink, and I decided to add a little butterfly from the sticker book on this collection, and that finished off my card. Any questions or comments, please leave them below. Likes and subscribes are appreciated. Thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.